I'm a people person.
No one is a stranger to Jack Reardon.
Good morning.
As part of the hospitality team at the Chickasaw Nation Medical Center, he meets and greets people and gives them a helping hand.
That's what, I feel my calling is, to help those who need help.
He knows about the need for help. The 58-year-old Chickasaw is blind in one eye, his vision limited in the other.
And if I'm looking you in the eyes, from about here down goes blurry. I don't have peripheral, like I'm looking at you and most people will be able to see out this way. Mine shoots to about here.
He has lived with limited sight since 1981. On the way home from Oklahoma State University, Jack was a passenger in a vehicle that crashed. The wreck cut short his track career, college studies, and nearly killed him. He suffered a massive head injury that severed his optic nerves.
Strangely enough, the hardest thing for me to get used to after the wreck was for about the first 5 years I would still dream in 20/20. And then you wake up and you don't have it, and you're like, oh. But, I don't dream in 20/20 anymore, so I dream in my reality.
For nearly 40 years, this has been his reality. He visits doctors often with hopes to improve his vision.
Then when I discovered a magnifying glass, I got it to where, this is how I read, like that, and I just felt so blessed to get them, I was like, oh, I'm in luck, I can still read, I just have to find a tool to help me do it.
Dr. John Garber says the Chickasaw Nation Medical Center now has new technology called the OrCam to help people see. The device, the size of a flash drive, clips onto Jack's eye patch.
You tap it, and then I point at the page, and it'll make a, like it's taking a picture, and then it just starts reading the page to me.
So was this physically possible? Jerry felt like
I can set the speed it reads, adjust the volume, because the front part of it's camera, and then on the back end is a speaker. If I double tap it and hold it down, looking at you, after a couple of seconds, it will say there's a woman in front of you. And then if I say your name, Quinn, from then on, when you get within the peripheral vision of this camera, it'll tell me Quinn.
Equipped with facial recognition, the OrCam stores up to 150 people's names to faces.
What's occurring is that it's taking a photo and it's translating. It's a whole game changer. It is a visual revolution.
The Chickasaw Nation is the first Native American healthcare provider in Oklahoma to offer patients this technology. Jack Reardon says the device is a blessing to Chickasaws like him. People, blind or visually impaired, can now enjoy their books again.
The smell of the paper and the ink, you need to really count how blessed you are, because you don't realize it until something leaves, and then you deal with it. If you and I were to read the same thing, it would take me 3 times longer to read it than it would you. With this, I'm right there with you, at the same rate. That was one of the frustrating things for me in the past. It took me so long, to read something.